Look closely at any official digital document, and you are only seeing half the story. Beneath the formatted text and official seals lies a hidden layer of raw code, timestamps, and hidden data mapping exactly how, when, and by whom that file was created. In 2003, the UK government published a high-level intelligence dossier claiming Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction, laying the groundwork for war. But 19 pages of that document were lifted, almost word for word, from a 12-year-old student's university thesis. Officials then altered key phrases, taking the student's reference to opposition groups and modifying it to read terrorist organizations. This fabricated intelligence bypassed standard security checks entirely, making its way to the United Nations, where it was presented as absolute, verified fact. Today, we see similar tactics in high-profile academic scandals, where university presidents and leading researchers are caught duplicating text and burying their tracks. The manipulation of information spans from university libraries to global geopolitics. Whether the target is a government dossier or a doctoral thesis, exposing these lies means looking past the text and hunting for the digital fingerprints left behind by the authors. This diagram shows how that works. On the left is the document as we see it, and on the right is its metadata. This hidden layer consists of the embedded timestamps, GPS coordinates, and edit histories that serve as a digital fingerprint, proving a file's true origin and timeline. Accessing and interpreting that metadata isn't possible in a standard word processor. It requires specialized digital forensic software to extract and secure the data without altering the original evidence. The market for these tools is massive. You can pull an open-source command line script off GitHub for free, or you can purchase proprietary enterprise suites that cost upwards of $10,000 per license. An investigator entering the field faces a difficult trade-off, spending thousands on an automated suite that might exceed their needs, or spending weeks mastering a free script that might fail on a complex mobile device. Picking the wrong path early results in either a drained budget or a stall in the investigation. Navigating this ecosystem requires matching your specific investigative goals to the right tool, weighing the financial cost against the technical complexity required to run it. This chart maps the forensics landscape, plotting technical skill against financial cost. Down in the high-skill, zero-cost corner, we find tools for journalists and researchers needing surgical precision. This quadrant relies on lightweight programs like XFTool and Bulk Extractor. To use them, you have to be comfortable opening a command line interface, typing out text commands, and manually interpreting rows of raw data outputs. In exchange, you rapidly and surgically extract GPS data, creation dates, or hidden edit histories from individual files, completely free of charge. But there is a clear trade-off. These programs usually lack a polished graphical interface, and they will stall if you try to use them to parse terabytes of data across dozens of different devices natively. For verifying a single PDF or a specific batch of images, the depth of data these free tools uncover makes the initial struggle of learning the command line a necessary investment. Next are the students entering the cyber forensics field, alongside IT teams trying to bootstrap an incident response protocol with limited funding. Looking back at our chart, this group occupies a broader section of the high-skill, free tier. Here, the focus shifts to heavy-duty open-source platforms like Autopsy, the SIFT workstation, Kane, and Volatility. Deploying these suites takes significant time. You have to configure modular Linux environments and manually string together separate utilities to handle disk imaging, memory analysis, and network packet sniffing. Once set up, you have a full-scale end-to-end investigation platform. You can run advanced hash filtering and reconstruct complex timeline analyses without paying a licensing fee. The cost comes in efficiency. Processing times are slower, there is no support hotline, and the learning curve is punishing. These platforms simply lack push-button enterprise speed. But by forcing you to actually interact with the underlying data structures, they train you to become a much stronger, more capable investigator. Finally, we move to the high-stakes, time-poor environments of corporate forensics and law enforcement. On the chart, this profile lands directly in the high-cost, low-to-medium skill quadrant. This space is dominated by heavyweight proprietary tools like EnCase, Magnet Axiom, and Celebrate. The barrier to entry here is purely financial. These systems demand prohibitive investments, costing thousands of dollars per license, plus annual renewal fees. The output is highly streamlined. They offer fully automated data parsing and the specialized ability to bypass mobile device encryption, and they instantly generate standardized reports designed specifically to hold up in court. That price tag completely locks out students and freelancers. Because the software does so much of the heavy lifting, it can sometimes limit the investigator's deep technical understanding of the file systems. But when an investigation involves strict chain of custody rules and legal admissibility is on the line, saving hundreds of hours of manual labor easily justifies the massive financial cost. Across all these options, the core truth of digital forensics holds steady. The tool does not make the investigator. Whether you are running a free GitHub script or a $15,000 enterprise rig, the underlying ones and zeros remain exactly the same. To finalize your own toolkit, we can map your goals to a simple decision tree based on your primary constraint. If you are verifying official documents or catching academic plagiarism, relying on lightweight free tools like XFTool yields a massive return on investment, as long as you are willing to learn basic command line operations. If your primary goal is studying the field and building foundational technical skills, dedicating the time to build a free, open-source stack ensures a deep understanding of how RAM and hard drives actually function. Finally, if you are building cases for court or need to crack encrypted mobile devices, investing in enterprise software guarantees chain of custody integrity and saves you countless manual hours. Effective forensics depends on a toolkit that aligns with your budget, your technical skill, and the specific evidence required to uncover the truth.